Okay, guys, welcome back to this channel. To those that are yet to subscribe and have not subscribed, make sure you please click on the subscribe button, like and share. So let's take a look at S&P 500 for the week. But before we actually get started, I want to take a look at three aspects of the three analysis we'll be looking at. I want you to actually pay attention to these aspects that I want to say because it is going to very much help you in the long run. Do not miss out this what I'm about to say. First of all, we will take a look at three analysis, which is sentimental analysis, fundamental analysis, and the technical aspects of it. So pay attention, it will really, really help you and understand why we'll be making such move this week. First, we will start with the sentimental analysis. I know you guys must have been hearing about the news of this Russia Ukraine war, whereby Russia is actually planning for a massive offensive. Look, on the other hand, Ukraine is actually planning for a massive offensive. The war has died down a little bit, due to the weather, right? So we all know that very soon once the weather comes calm and everything, more massive move, like war will actually more, how will I say, escalation will come out, right? We can also see, about the NATO sending in that to escalate the war more. So when you take a look at this technical and sentimental aspect of it, right, you will know that it is actually not going to be good way, right? Because most of the foodstuffs actually come from Russia and Ukraine. You can see the wheat. Once there is a limit, once the increase, the conflicts actually increase, and we are not really getting the food that we need. We all can see, wheat that is being used to make bread, and sunflower and some oil and everything. We actually make the price of commodity to actually go up, right? Which it is actually not really good for the economy. That means that will cause a massive inflation, right? That is increase will increase inflation. Inflation will increase. And we all know that one of the ways to battle inflation is an increase in interest rates, right? So sentimental aspect of it, the war is going to come. So it will not be good. And report has it that by the time this month end, around that 28th February, the conflict will actually escalate, right? Or in early next month, the conflict will actually escalate, which is actually not good. Like I said before, to actually fight inflation, interest rates will be increased. That will now take us down to the fundamental aspects of it. So we all can see that this Wednesday that just passed, the interest rate for federal fund rate was increased. The interest rate was increased. We also see the Bank of England, the bank rates also was increased, for GBP. So we all know that interest rate is actually not good for the stock market in the long run. When there's an increase in interest rates, right, you will know that the stock market will not be doing fine. That is it. It is actually not really, really good. That is for the fundamental aspect of it, right? So technical aspect of it, this is exactly what we are going to look out for before we actually know what this price will be moving for this week. But before we actually get started, I want you guys to know that I have also set up a Patreon channel which I intend to give out, high probability trade. In that, content, I want to be doing more of, S&P 500 analysis on that place. How this channel, this Patreon channel, S&P 500 on the channel, Nasdaq 100 on the channel, like UK 100, DAX 30, JAR 40, anyhow you want to call it, and maybe US 30 also. I would want to also be doing to that channel. So if in case you are interested in getting, some content or analysis that I'll be giving out, actually check the channel below. You can actually give it a try. Become one of my Patreon subscribers. So once I'm giving out that update or analysis, you will actually be able to get it right. So like I said, do not miss it out. Check the channel, give it a try, subscribe so you can become one of my Patreon subscriber and you'll be able to get some of the updates that I will be giving out, right? Now back to this technical aspect of S&P 500. If you take a look at it on the monthly time frame, you can see that this is a drop that was made and then a pullback. Yeah, if you take a look at this again, this is a massive drop and then a pullback. If you should take a look at this, another drop has been made that took out the previous lows, and now this is a pullback that has come to test this level. So what you would know, technically, you would know that this will be a drop. So when you take a look at the sentimental aspect of it, the markets will still not do fine. When you take a look at the fundamental aspect of it, with the interest rates increase, we expect the stock market to actually drop for some times. If it might not even drop massively, but at least for some times we should expect the drop. Technically, we can see that there is possibility, it has actually gotten to a level whereby we will get a rejection. So this S&P 500, we should be expecting a drop. So the sentimental aspect of it, fundamental aspect of it, and technical aspect of it, we will be expecting a drop on S&P 500. At least we will still expect that drop. So if in case that drop will be made, maybe 3, 4, 5 months time, we should be able to take out these lows, thereby a new lows will be made that this level will now be the next level. But I mean that will take some time though to be able to predict it for this week, for price for this week. Let's go down to the 4 hour time frame. So basically we can see that price has once rejected here. Technically, once price has rejected the same level and price gets to that same level again, there's high probability, or will I say possibility, that price will reject to that level again. We can see that price has rejected here. We can also see a rejection at this level. Though price broke out a little bit, you can call it as a false breakout if you want. Anyway, price came again to test this level. One price broke below it, we had a pullback that tested this level. This is why candlestick wick is sticking at the top, because there is a rejection at that level. And here again, you can see that there is a rejection. You can see huge candlestick wick. When price once comes to the same level, it's dropped. Now price is at this same level, right? So what you'll be expecting as from next week, like I said, we should be expecting a drop. So this second week of February, right? Maybe I think it's on the 6th, right? The week we actually start for the second week of February. We should we should expect like a drop, right, on this S&P 500. So technically, you should be expecting a drop. Let's just assume that this is a massive movement upward. Let's just assume that this is a bullish move. Let's just assume that this price will continue to go up. Like I said, I don't think it will happen, but if in case it will, let's see that if this will be a movement, then there is a pullback, right? Now, this is a very massive move that has gotten to a level that we expect it to react to. So, of course, a pullback needs to be made. Maybe once this pullback is being made, the price will continue to go bullish. That is if it will continue to go bullish, which I don't think so. But if in case, then we first expect a pullback. So that is why I said this week S&P 500 should be giving us a bearish move. At least let's see if in case we can hit a level of 4,000, who knows, or break below it, or even close to that level. It is not a must it get to a level of 4,000 for this week. At least close to the level or below it. That is why I said, if you are not my Patreon subscriber, give it a try, right? Just check the link below. I'll be giving out some updates. If there will be a massive drop, I'll let you know in that channel. If price will continue to go bullish, like I said, I will let you know. Basically, you are going to get an update from me from that channel. Better exclusive content updates. So give it a try. So, like I said, for this week, we expect S&P 500 to actually give us a drop, right? So, bearish move is what we are expecting for this week. Down to the daily time frame, especially when you take a look at it again, even in case this price will continue to go bullish. When you take a look at this move, maybe you take a look at this to be an ice, then a pullback. You take a look at this to be a new movement, upward impulse move, and then a pullback. You take a look at this to be another impulse move, and then a pullback, right, that was made. Now, if you should take a look at this, a pullback was made that came to take out this previous ice. Know that this was the previous ice here, then a pullback was made. Once price broke above it, then a new pullback was made to take out this previous ice level, which was a key level. Then price give us a new break movement upward. Now a pullback has been made to take out this ice, right? So now if we should take a look at this movement, right, a new movement has been made, which is in an ice. So we expect a pullback to at least come to take out this same level. That is why I said we should at least be closing in on a level of 4,000 for this week. If in case we don't hit a level of 4,000 and S&P 500 for this week, at least we should be close to that level, maybe a level of 4,087. So above all, S&P 500 will surely give us a drop. So watch out for that drop around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday during that period. Maybe once that price will drop. Like I said, if you want to get more updates from me, check the link that I will place in below. Check it out, give it a try, subscribe, and you'll get some updates, better updates from me. So if in case this price will be dropping, so we expect it to actually drop close to the level of 4,000. Like I said, when you look at it on the sentimental aspect of it, fundamental aspect of it, technical aspect of it, you'll be expecting a drop. Even if you had to assume that this will be a bullish move, if this will continue to go bullish, definitely a pullback will be made. That pullback will be bearish. So this movement, we expect a bearish move, which is not over. So more bearish movies to come. This is what we'll be expecting in this week on S&P. Down to the 4 hour time frame, we can see this movement. This is a drop. Then we'll take a look at this to be a pullback. Now we'll be expecting another drop to take out these lows. Then a pullback, another lows. So basically, this is what we'll be expecting on S&P 500 for the week.